Hi everybody, I'm Lydia and I'm here today to share my May Love with Food box with everybody. So, Love with Food is a subscription box full of healthy snacks for you, and it is somewhat geared to families, but it is great for everyone. They also have a gluten-free box, as well as several different box sizes. I get the tasting size box, which is a slightly smaller one. It usually has about 8 to 10 different snacks to try out in really nice sample sizes. And this box gives one meal to somebody who's hungry here in America, which is a wonderful way to combat hunger and give back, as you're also getting something cool in the mail each month. So I love it for just that. And let's see what we've got inside this May box. Inside they've got a little pamphlet. This one is titled Love is Empathy, and it gives you an overview of everything in your box, and they color code the different categories so you can tell at a glance if something is gluten-free, dairy-free, vegan, non-GMO, organic, etc. It's wonderful. Very easy to just at a glance see what you need. So the first item in here is a Smarty Pants vitamin gummy, which I actually just recently tried these from, I think it was the Bestowed box had this in there. These are really good. I would say that I enjoyed them enough that I would totally get this at the store. It tastes just as good as most of the leading gummy vitamin brands. It's a great substitute. And this is the, right here, the Women's Complete Multivitamin with omega-3s and folate. And they have, it says they also have the regular multivitamins and some other different blends as you might be interested. Fantastic gummies, and I've already taken mine today, so I don't want to double up. So, like I said, they're good. I'll save them for later. They also will give different little offers here. So we've got a $15 credit at FromYouFlowers.com, which is kind of cool. And there's a LWF code that gets you that $15 credit. I don't know if there's any other, there's more folders in here, but they're at the bottom. So I'll get to those papers in a bit. So the next item here, I'm just going as I grab them out, so I might have to find them on the sheet. This is Sheila G's Brownie Brittle in chocolate chip flavor. It is 120 calories per serving, and according to the sheet here, there's nothing else special about it in terms of being specifically GMO free or anything else. So that just sounds good. It means it's just healthy, but not necessarily set to any other particular standard. But it sounds good. This bag here is one serving. I'm just going to give it a test and see what I think. That looks really good. Basically, it's like a really flat, crunchy brownie. Let's try it out. This is really, really good. It is basically the crunchy bits that you get from the sides of the pan. And while I am not typically a sides of the pan person, I like that soft middle part, I can see the appeal. And in this case, because it is that perfectly crisp, I know it's also not overdone, like sometimes the edges can be overdone. So this is a thumbs up, definitely. The taste is that perfect brownie that you definitely want to devour as soon as you taste it. There were little chocolate chips in there. It's pretty much exactly what you expect with the name Brownie Brittle in chocolate chip flavor. Totally a thumbs up. I'll probably take this down and let my husband try it, and he will, I think, enjoy it too. So that's a good one. good choice, guys. Here's something a little heavier, which this one I will not be able to eat on film for you guys. This is a, if I can hold it in my hand, a smooth coconut and pink guava fruit ice. So I picked it up because I thought, oh, that's interesting shape and it has some weight to it. But yeah, it is your foil with the paper over it that you can tear open once it is frozen, and you have a little slushy treat. It sounds like a delicious flavor, coconut and pink guava. So I am fully anticipating that this will be delicious, and I will probably put it in the freezer as soon as I get done making this video. I'll try to put in the comments what I think, or in the down below somewhere. And by the way, it says it is non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, and dairy-free. So a really healthy choice for a lot of people who are looking for a nice sweet treat during the summer. And I like that, actually. That's a really great seasonal pick, in my opinion. Here we have a strawberry lollipop with, I think, bubble gum in it. It is a Glee gum pop, and it is all natural, scrumptious lollipop with bubblegum inside. I don't want to eat this one on film because this is going to take a while. I sit there and I suck the lollipops until they're gone. But this is vegan, dairy-free, and gluten-free. I can't smell it yet, but I was going to at least get it to the point where I can smell it here. And maybe I'll test it out for you guys, just a little. Seems like it's a little stubborn to get open, though. So I think I'm going to leave this one for later because it's trying to mess me up. So the next item here is Emily's Premium Northwest Trail Mix. It says it's a premium mix of cashews, almonds, raisins, cranberries, and cinnamon apple dices. That sounds really good. I don't know how this could be bad, honestly. This is the kind of trail mix that, despite not having chocolate, has all ingredients that I actually enjoy. And some not quite so basic ones, with those apple dices and cranberries and almonds. I like that. Sounds like a good mix. And let's see, is there any other notes on it here? Alright. Vegan, dairy-free. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, it's a nice little size, perfect for an afternoon snack. I'll give it a quick test and we'll see what we think. Give you all a nice look at it, at least. It has a nice variety of all the things mentioned that I can see in here. So, we've got cashews, almonds, there are raisins, and I think the cranberries are a little harder to tell apart in here. Let me curl a little apple bit. There aren't a ton of the apple bits in there. So I'm going to try this and see what I think. The fruit is excellent. Now for the nuts. It tastes, all of it, very, very fresh. It didn't taste like it was overly salty, which is something that I feel like happens with trail mix pretty often these days. I think a lot of manufacturers want it to taste good, so they'll add salt. There is salt in here, but it really doesn't taste strongly of it like some brands. I like that. That's very tasty. I could definitely taste the cinnamon in with the apple bits, which I wasn't sure if I would, honestly, but I did, so that's great. I would absolutely buy more of this if it's reasonably priced. It's not too different that I feel like it would justify having a really high price, but I would, you know, definitely pay at least as much as I would you know, the typical grocery store brand and a little bit more premium, since it's got some other interesting ingredients in it. And I'd be interested in seeing what other flavors they make. Ooh, these look good. So this is Surf Sweets Organic Jelly Beans. No artificial colors and naturally flavored. That sounds pretty great. On the packaging here, it's telling me more, which it also is a little stuck together, so it's hard to read. So I got it unpried here. The flavors that it includes are cherry, grapefruit, grape, lemon, orange, and strawberry. And according to the pamphlet here, it is 100% of your vitamin C. I'm guessing any full serving, which this is not technically a full serving compared to what a normal package would be. This is about a third of the normal serving. It says 35% of your vitamin C. But it is gluten-free, organic, non-GMO, and dairy-free. So that sounds good. And they use organic fruit juice. I mean, let's try one out. And if these are really good, my husband will probably be begging me for more because he loves jelly beans. So hopefully I will not fall so madly in love that I don't get to share a couple with him. I went ahead and just poured out the whole package here so I can let you all take a look. So, Surf Sweets, and they are kind of more pastel looking, but that's okay. I do not mind that pastel look. So I'm going to try one of these light ones here, and then apparently I'll drop one, but I will probably try one of these, probably strawberry. I'm not sure what the flavors are, but we'll find out as I try them. I think that was the grapefruit or maybe the lemon. I don't know, but it was really good. Tangy and sweet enough that it wasn't overly citrus flavored. There is also a yellow. I tried the pale kind of whitish one, so I wasn't sure. Let's try this one, which I think is strawberry. Definitely strawberry. Sweet and frothy, really nice. I like it a lot. I am eager to try more, but I also don't want to take up too many of them so that my husband can't try them too. It appears that I have at least one of each flavor, except for grape. So sad, because I really enjoy it and so does my husband. But let's keep going. Beana chickpea snacks in Rocking Ranch. This sounds really good, potentially. They are non-GMO, gluten-free, and dairy-free. And of course, they have lots of fiber and protein. It sounds good. And ranch sounds like a delicious flavor. I mean, this looks like a really good new thing to try for maybe the snacks that you get on the road, something to hold you over while you're driving on a road trip. I would usually get cashews for that kind of thing, but you know, on longer trips, sometimes it's nice to have variety, so this might be a really good thing to change it up a little bit and not have the same routine. I mean, they look really nice, like your typical chickpeas. They've got that kind of roasted look to them, I believe. So I'm pretty sure these are roasted. I like it. It is more crunchy and flaky in texture than I thought it would be. It kind of has, instead of being more solid like I'm used to with nuts, it is almost crackery and almost layered in the way that it has been either dried or baked. And of course you've got that kind of undertone like hummus, since that's what makes up hummus, but a nice amount of ranch on there. It's not overwhelming, I think it's a really nice flavor combination. I would definitely buy more of these, provided they're easier to find and pretty reasonably priced. And I think this is a really great size to compete with the typical packets of nuts that you would get at your gas station or, you know, little grocery store that you stop at. So, Beena chickpea snacks in Rocky Ranch. Definitely a winner. This is so much better than my March box, guys. If you want to see me making some faces and being disgusted at some of the things that I end up trying, go check that out. It is not related to things that are badly made. It is just things that I try that I know I don't like. So I'll link that down below so you can check that out. My March box was just hilarious. And I just finally edited it not too long ago. So you can take a peek and enjoy my faces, because really that's about all it's good for. No, actually you might get some information too. I'm exaggerating. So this is Skinny Pop, dusted dark chocolate flavored popcorn. I've seen this at Kroger. This is dairy-free, gluten-free, vegan, and non-GMO. And dark chocolate sounds like a very interesting spin on popcorn. I mean, you see all the fancy popcorns for sale around Christmas time, and I honestly haven't tried a lot of the chocolatey ones, so this will be interesting and a little bit different for me. Most of the people I know tend to get the like caramel varieties, stuff that you don't find is too far out of the norm. It's not a bad thing, just haven't happened to hit a chocolate one yet. Okay, and it doesn't want to open, so let's try the scissors again. Alright, so it absolutely looks like your typical popcorn, but it's kind of like the cinnamon dust that I have seen before on popcorn, except it looks to be dark chocolate. Let's test it out. It's nice. I don't think it's going to be a new favorite of mine because it's very subtle, and I think I would want just a little bit more pop of flavor. But it's not bad. If you are a fan of the natural flavors of popcorn without any added sugar or salt, this is a really good choice that just has a tiny bit of the dark chocolate undertone. And you taste it mostly when it hits your tongue as the chocolate powder, probably just cocoa powder, honestly, is dissolving. And there's a slight aftertaste of it as well, but it's mostly just really subtle popcorn, and it's not very sweet at all. It's a nice, pleasant snack that I would see totally having this maybe in some other flavors to try out. I've honestly never tried Skinny Pop, even though I have seen it in the grocery store. Personally, I think the reason I haven't is because I just assumed that it was a diet food. And personally, I tend to stay away from diet brands, knowing that a lot of the time that also means you're going to get fake additives, and I don't want any of that in my body. I would rather just have simple, real food, if possible. Mind you, I still go and have some of those things that are American favorites, like Oreos, which are horrible, but I have them a lot less than I used to these days, so I guess that's better. Yeah. Half the reason that I started getting in love with food, though, was to try out healthier things and hopefully find some new things that I would enjoy that are easy to pick up at the grocery store and a good alternative to some of the things that I would otherwise buy. So I think I'm succeeding there, at least with this box. And like I said, I'll try some other flavors and I may find one that I really enjoy. I think one with a little bit more of a candied cinnamon to it would probably be really good. But I don't know what they have. So it'll be a new adventure to try them out. Alright. Oh, okay. This sounds interesting. Kutoa, which is Swahili for the verb to give. And they say for every bar that you buy, they give a meal to a child in need. That's really cool. It is a peanut butter and jelly, whole fruits and raw nuts with chia and flaxseed. I'll make sure I get all the facts here. Don't miss any of them. But it is gluten-free, vegan, dairy-free, and non-GMO. And yeah, this is the last item in my box, but there's a bunch of little pamphlets that I'm going to look at in a second. So let's open this up, see what we think. Alright. It has that kind of protein bar look here, where it is obviously packed together with good stuff. It has a very nutty smell. Not overly sweet at all, which is good because I tend to like more savory or lightly fruity bars. The flavor of this was definitely both nutty and with a hint of fruit flavor. I would say it definitely did come across as peanut butter, and the jelly undertone was really interesting. A definitely more grown-up spin on it. Overall, the nutty kind of flavor was the larger overriding flavor, with the fruit flavor being a little more subtle. And according to the ingredients label here, the flavors that give that would be oats, dates, brown rice syrup, cherries, a bit of apple concentrate, and sunflower oil, peanuts, of course. There's organic pea crisps, brown rice powder, brown rice protein, flax seeds, and organic chia seeds, as well as vanilla extract and sea salt. So that sounds pretty good. And like I said, it smells heavily nutty, but now that I've bit into it, the taste and smells have changed a little bit, so I think it kind of released a little bit more of the flavor as I bit in. I don't know that I would go out and buy this one necessarily, but I don't dislike it at all. It's an interesting choice and nice for something a little bit different. So that's a pretty great variety of snacks. I don't have any that I disliked, which is a win. Sometimes I really do end up having some that I dislike. With my April box, there was definitely one I disliked. I didn't share my April box this time. But let's take a look at the various items in here and see what kind of papers they've given us. First off, we've got a Skinny Pop popcorn $1 off coupon for any 4.4 ounce bag. That's pretty great. I will definitely use that. And it doesn't expire till the end of the year. So I will be trying some other flavors, just like I was saying. We've got the world's only natural gum pops, which is these Glee gum. So that's cool. It just tells you they've got 9 fine flavors of natural chewing gum and 3 fun candy making kits too. That sounds cool. I feel like that would be fun for kids to play around with. And it gives you a coupon as well. So I'm not sure where you would find these. I think I might have seen them, I want to say at Cracker Barrel, because it does have that old-fashioned aesthetic, but I don't know for sure. Oh, all right. We've got a coupon for Beena, which is $1 off a bag of those wonderful chickpeas that we tried, and it shows a couple other flavors here too. There's a honey roasted one. That sounds really good. Sea salt. Ooh, cinnamon crunch. There's some habanero ones. There's barbecue ones, as well as the ranch ones that we tried. Honestly, I would I would try any of those flavors, though I think the habanero might be a little much for me. They all sound good, and I will definitely be going to get some more. Question will be which one I want to try, or if I want to get more of these ranch ones. Plus, they give you a little chart that tells you comparison with protein, fiber, and the total hunger satisfaction in terms of the protein and fiber combined, as well as the ounces of fat and the calories that are in this versus potato chips, tortilla chips, and dry roasted peanuts. And they say they used a leading brand for all of those, compared to the Bina sea salt chickpeas, which that's pretty cool. Yeah. So there's that. More coupons. I am all for that. Oh, this is something entirely different. This is fun, guys. This is Simple Brand, which is a skincare product. I did not expect this in my box. It is a free sample of their micellar. I don't know how they say it. Cleansing water to remove makeup, hydrate, unclog your pores, and there's no need to rinse it off. That sounds interesting. I've never used a product like that, but considering how well the Simple makeup wipes worked, I would say, sure, I'll absolutely try it. And then it's got a code that gives you a entry for a chance to win on their website a $250 gift card for just telling us what I thought about the free sample. Telling them what I thought, not us. I'm half reading, half talking, and that's a problem. Alright, this is the last item here. Oh, perfect. This is the brownie brittle coupon. $1 off 2 bags of 4 ounce or larger. And it tells a little bit about some of the other flavors along here. There's the chocolate chip that I tried. There's also salted caramel, toffee crunch, mint chocolate chip, a peanut butter chip, plus there are some new organic flavors. There's an organic version of the chocolate chip, a chocolate and toasted coconut, that sounds good, pretzel and dark chocolate as well. I like it. And you've got a online code too. So if you want to use that code, go for it for the 20% off and flat shipping rate. Have at. So yeah, this is a great box. It costs about $10 for this box each month. And if you look down below, there is a link so you can go check it out if you'd like to see what it's like. I'm enjoying it, and I don't know, what do you guys think? Tell me, I'd love to hear. And if you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe so that I know what you're enjoying and can keep making content that you love. Thanks everybody, I'll see you next time. Bye!